Welcome to Talkpoint, delivering verified, balanced, and fact-based reporting on major developments shaping North America and the world. In recent weeks, headlines and social media posts have claimed that Canada is saying bye-bye to the United States over functionals with former President Donald Trump and his political influence. While that phrase has gone viral online, official source and government statement paint a more nuanced picture. Canada is not breaking ties with the US, but it is quietly adjusting its policies to prepare for what some leaders call a more unpredictable American political future. According to multiple verified reports from Reuters, CBC News, and the Globe and Mail, Canadian officials have been discussing how to strengthen the country's economic and security independence and concerned that a possible return of Donald Trump to the White House could strain cross relations. This shift isn't about hostility, it's about preparation. Otto's approach has been described by analysts as strategic stress testing, not separation. Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland recently said that Canada must be ready to stand on its own in a world where its closer ally is no longer predicted. She emphasized the need to stability and self-reliance in trade and defense policy. Foreign Affairs Minister Melania Joly echoed those comments, saying Canada is preparing for all possible political outcomes in the United States, including a Trump presidency. This renewed focus on independence includes a series of new trade and diplomatic strategies. The Canadian government has been working to diversify economic partnership with Europe and Indo-Pacific allies like Japan, South Korea, and Australia. Officials say the goal is to reduce dependence on US market and ensure that Canada's economy remains stable no matter who controls the White House. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has avoided monitoring Trump directly but has repeatedly stated that Canada will always defend democratic values, international cooperation, and rule-based trade. His administration has signaled that while the US remains Canada's most important partner, the country must also prepare for what he described as shifting geopolitical realities. Economic and policy concerns are a major part of this discussion. Trump's past statement about revisiting the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement or USMCA have raised alarms in Ottawa. During his previous term, Trump imposed tariffs on Canadian and the aluminum and criticized Canada's trade and energy policies. As a result, Canadian trade officials are now quietly reviewing contingency plans in case a future US administration reverses those politics. In the area of defense, Canada is taking steps to bolster its own security commitment. The country has increased its defense budget and archaic operations funding, aiming to strengthen sovereignty in the north and meet NATO mobilization independently. Defense Minister Bill Blair said that Canada's goal is to maintain operational red lines regardless to changes in USA leadership. Public sentiment in Canada also reflects growing anxiety, and 2025 I suppose poll found that nearly 70% of Canadians are concerned about Trump's possible return to power, and more than half say Canada should lessen its reliance on the US politically. Still, most Canadians agree that maintaining close trade and border cooperation remains vital for both countries' economies. Canadian media outlets have also weighed in describing the approach as a cautious evolution rather than a breakup. Additionally, is the Toronto Star and Maclean's magazine note Canada has weathered political difference with Washington before and that its long-term relationship with the USA remains strong even during period of tension. Experts say Canada's strategy reflects a broader global trend among US allies. Many continent and developing contingency plans in response to America's shifting foreign policy priorities. For Canada, this means preparing for volatility and Washington while maintaining its role as a stable and cooperative partner. In summary, Canada is not saying bye-bye to the United States. Instead, it is strategically positioning itself to adapt to a changing world and to safeguard its national interest amid political uncertainty south of the border. Relations between the two nations remains trade, defense, and culture, but Jota is making it clear that it intends to be ready for whatever comes next. You are watching Talkpoint, your trusted source for independent, factual, and policy complement reporting. Stay tuned and subscribe for verified update on North American politics, government accountability, and the global issues shaping tomorrow's world.